Good morning. I'm in San Miguel de Allende, Mexico, and um, our biggest house sitter fear, one of our biggest house sitting fears, came true for me with this house sit. My house sit was canceled. So, we're going to talk about what you do to make sure that you're not stranded abroad with house sitting. That's really something that people are afraid of. Yes, I want to house sit, and I want to house sit and build some travel plans around house sitting, which I recommend because house sitting is the world's greatest hack, life hack, not just travel hack. I feel like a genius being a house sitter. Okay, but we're going to talk about what you do to make sure that you're not stranded abroad if your house sit gets canceled. Okay, so good morning. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Stephanie Perry. I am a year round house sitter. I'm the creator of House Sitter School, and I help Black women take a sabbatical or move abroad on a budget. If that sounds interesting to you, make sure that you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so that you'll be notified when I post a new video. Welcome. All right, welcome, y'all. Everybody's here today. Good morning. Let me scroll. Hold on. TL, Justice, Maritza, Jamea, Jamay, you told me already. Jamay, Empress Vibes, Michelle, Keisha, Eartha, Ms. Honeybee, Chi, and Daria, Simona, Tierra, good morning, CJ, Natalie, Sylvia, Wendy, Misha, NW, Venus, Kiki, Brenda, Lorraine. Gosh, we're all here today. Good morning, S. Hughes. Good morning, Texty Lady. Good morning, Adelia of Picky Girl Travels the World. Good morning, Robin, Twin Mommy, Janice, Sylvia, Jocelyn, official Jocelyn, excuse me, and R. What's up, y'all? Allison, good morning. All right, so I'm in San Miguel de Allende, Mexico. You're going to have to bear with me on dates when I start talking about dates of things. Please understand, I really don't know. I'm just making it up because I never know dates. I never know the date and the day. Okay, so I do know today is Saturday, May 1st. But like when I start talking about it was Tuesday, it was Thursday, I'm just guessing. House sitters don't have to know what day it is. We don't. I never have to know what day it is. I never have to know the day and the date, and I never know them. Okay, but I'm going to say it was around April 19th. I think April 19th was the day that I left Guadalajara to come to my house sit in San Miguel de Allende, Mexico, which was supposed to be the 19th through the 29th. Beautiful home, and two adorable little dogs. I get on my bus from Guadalajara. While I'm on my bus, like an hour into the 5.5 hour bus ride, I get a WhatsApp message from my client. Oh, my trip is canceled. I'm not going on my trip, so the house sit is canceled. She said, "You're welcome to stay here. I have plenty of room for you." So my first response was, I didn't panic because I'm in Mexico. I'm in a very inexpensive place, right? I'm in a place where I can afford to find my own place to stay. It was just like, really, I'm on the bus coming here. So I said to her, well, I'll stay one night, and then I'll find an Airbnb. I think I was supposed to get in around 6:30. My bus got in around 6:30 p.m., which is not super late. It's not too late for me to have found a place, but whatever. I'm gonna stay with you one night, right? I'm gonna get something. I'm gonna get some reparations. So she picked me up from the bus station, and I went and stayed with her. And then during on the ride over, she started telling me why the trip was canceled. Mexico had opened up their COVID testing for everyone. This particular state, anyway. I'm in the state of Guanajuato, had opened up COVID testing for everyone 60 and over or something. And some of her friends, instead of going on their trip, they wanted to stay and get their COVID tests and then push the trip back and go later. Which makes sense, right? I understand not wanting to try. If you can get a COVID test before you travel, I mean, not the vaccine, which I understand. If you can get the vaccine before you travel, probably a better option. So she says, so we're going to cancel. And then she was like, well, maybe we can still do part of it because they were going to do a horseback ride overnight thing. And then they were going to do a beach thing for the next 8 or 9 days. She said, we're not going to do the beach thing, but we might still do the horseback ride thing. So I ended up staying with her for 3 days, which is when I met Rashida. Rashida's on the loose. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you might have missed that. But Rashida and I have finally met in person. Rashida and I have worked together online for 2 or 3 years, I think. The first time she interviewed me for her channel was probably close to 3 years ago. I was in London house sitting. I don't know, maybe 3 years ago. Might have been 2018 or late 2019. Anyway, so we met for the first time in person here in San Miguel. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm at Vicarious. You would have seen that. So I got to hang out here with Rashida and her mom, and I got to, hang out in San Miguel, which is prettier. Every time I come, I like it more and more, I admit. I came from Guadalajara this time, and San Miguel just looked a lot prettier than it looked to me when I had come from Guanajuato. Because Guanajuato is pretty too. Guanajuato is nice and pastel colored. San Miguel is very earth tone colored. I don't know. And Guadalajara is just the city, it's just city colored. So it looked prettier to me this time than it ever has before. So I'm off track. Let me think about what I was telling you. What was I telling you? I don't know. I got to hydrate. I'm dehydrated. Hi, everyone. I'm sorry I'm behind. Hi, Alicia. Hi, Mom. Hi, Angela. Hi, Kim S. Hi, Ashioma. Hi, Ione. Hi, Orletta. Hi, Monica. Hi, Sheila. Hi, Beverly. Hi, V. Hi, Monique. Okay. So I did stay in her house. She was right. She had plenty of room. So I did stay in her house for 3 nights. Then when Rashida and her mom left, I left. I went to Querétaro, a city which is in the state of Querétaro. Only 90 minutes from here. Nice big city. So if you like the idea of a San Miguel de Allende, but you can't see yourself living in a small town, but you want to be able to visit often, Querétaro might be a good choice. It's a nice big city, modern, lots of malls. Like honestly, I just went there and stayed in a condo next to the mall. Like seriously, the newish mall was here, and my condo was like on the same property. So I stayed in an Airbnb in Querétaro. Then I came back to San Miguel, and the house sit ended up only being one night. Just while she went on her overnight house sit, I stayed and pet sat, took care of her two little adorable fluffy white dogs. Okay. So I shared all of that to say that sometimes things do happen. Sometimes, oh, look. Sometimes, let's see if I can show you this. I don't know if I can share my screen. We just got, okay, so sometimes things do happen, and there are some things that you can do to buffer to make sure that you're not just stranded abroad, sleeping in bus stations and stuff when your house sit gets canceled. Okay, I don't want to share my screen because I don't think I should do that. But so pause. As a channel, the Vicarian sent $588 to Farmer C of Green Heifer Farms. Okay, she's a black woman farmer in North Carolina farming medicinal plants. She just got the Cash App. She just got the Cash App notification. She said, "Oh wow, wow, we got a double wow, y'all. Please tell them thank you. If you ever want to." Oh, she told me, okay, if I ever want to collaborate on a video. Okay, so that's for me. Okay, she's planning to leave corporate America to farm full time. Would love to do that. Oh, she's going to send me a little something, and she would like to do some sort of giveaway for my subscribers, which is y'all. Okay, she said, we got her crying in the greenhouse. That's very sweet. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so thank you so much for that $588 we sent to Green Heifer Farms. No, I did not change. Like a lot of people would have rounded that to $600, but I happen to love the number 8, so I thought it was very, I actually rounded up to 588 because let's see. Okay, so I'm trying to switch over to my Sky Room. I was on the hotel Wi-Fi. I'm trying to switch over to my Sky Room. So hang in there with me, please. Okay, let's see how that goes. Okay, I don't know what y'all heard. Let's see. But I was telling you that Farmer C from Green Heifer Farms thanks you. I'm hoping that we'll be able to do some sort of collaboration and a giveaway. She said she would love to do a giveaway for my subscribers. That's you guys. So I hope that we can work on that really soon. Let me know, please, if this is okay. Yes. Okay, so you did hear, okay, so according to Justice, you did hear that, okay, 588, and I didn't round the number. I actually rounded up to 588 because I wanted it to end in 88 because that's my favorite number. Okay, so thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, thank you for that. All right, I'm glad. I've accidentally forgot to turn my phone volume off, but I'm glad because that way I could hear that notification because that's what the notification was. Okay. All right. Hi, everyone. Okay. So back to house sitting. Hi, Joan. Hi, Kay, Maxine, Flower Child. Hi, Karen. Okay, so back to house sitting. What I used to do to make sure that I didn't get stuck abroad, house sit, or when a house sit would be canceled, is number one, I would either house sit in a very inexpensive place where I knew that I could afford to stay there if the house sit was canceled, where I knew I could afford to pay for my place to stay. That is one of the reasons that I love, love, love house sitting in Mexico, and why I don't do as many house sits in the US as you would expect. I love house sitting in Mexico because I know I can get a really nice place to stay for, $20, $30 a day, $40 a day in some places. So that would be number one. Number two option is just go to a place where there are a ton of house sits, where even if you get canceled at the last minute, you know you'll be able to book another house sit. In particular, I'm talking about London. In and around London, see, I had this happen to me. I had a house sit canceled. I think it was a 3-week house sit. No problem. I was booked the same day, right? I was booked for those dates the same day. British people, English people, they get a lot of vacation time. They own a lot of vacation homes around the world, and they love house sitting. They love pets. They love bringing in a house sitter for their pets. So those used to be my options, right? Inexpensive places or places with a lot of house sits. So that meant that a lot of places I just would not go. I've seen some beautiful house sits in like Switzerland. I can't do it. I used to say I can't do it. I can't risk that because if a 10-day house sit in Switzerland gets canceled, I am in Switzerland paying for a place to stay for 10 days, right? The most expensive place I've been, I think, would be San Francisco, where I had a house sit canceled, but it was Christmas time and it was easy to book a replacement house sit. Is it still doing it? I see your message, Empress Vibes. Is it still buffering? Let me tell y'all, so I'm going to add San Miguel de Allende to the list of places I wouldn't want to have to work remotely from. It's beautiful, but I've been in 2 different homes over the last week and have not been able to live stream from either one of them. I tried to go live on Instagram from the house, couldn't do it. Here I am in the hotel and still can't live stream. So, okay. Okay. So I'm going to do my best. I'm going to drop some links on y'all and do my best. Okay. So I see your question, Ms. Honeybee 1. How do I find house sits? I mostly house sit through Trusted Housesitters. They're a platform where you find house sits, where house sitters and clients meet each other. It's a wonderful way to get house sitting clients without having to do anything but ask. You just apply for house sits. So there is information on Trusted House Sitters in the new House Sitter Toolkit, which is at housesit.vacarious.com/toolkit. The toolkit includes my affiliate link to Trusted House Sitters. It includes the letter template, the email template that I use to pitch house sits. So you can just copy that and make it your own and use that to apply for house sits. And then include some other things that make it easier, like the fact that I need a hotspot for internet in some places, and include some links to some things that make house sitting easier. And of course, my favorites like Uber Eats and Rappi in Mexico, and my favorite food delivery places as well, or food delivery like sites as well. So Get your new house sitter toolkit, and like seriously, you'll be good to go. Okay, that also gets you on my email newsletter, so you'll get you'll get updated information from me about what's going on in the house sitting world. No, it's not your Aunt Venus. It's definitely me. Yeah, so I did the speed test here at the hotel when I got here. I had a download speed of 20 megabytes per second, maybe 20 or 30, but the upload speed was only 3. So, so that's just how it's going to be here. And I've house sat here before, but I don't remember trying to live stream from here before. But live streaming from here this week has been no bueno. No bueno. All right. So I see your message, honeybee. You have a bachelor's degree, want to change your life. Yeah, and the lives of your daughters. Okay. Yeah, house sitting with your daughters is a thing. It's a thing that people do. There are people who love to have more than one. They would say a couple, but they'd be fine with 3, you know. There are people who love to have extra house sits. Amy, go on, girl. Very first house sit next week. Great. Oh, I did get a DM from someone who is on her second house sit just this week. Kathy, if you're here, Kathy's house sitting right now. Rashida's mom is about to do her very first house sit. Super exciting. Congratulations, Amy. Where are you going? Are you going, is it local or are you going away? Kim. Oh, yeah, Kim's in St. Martin, y'all. Boo hoo, Kim. Ain't nobody sad for you and your slow internet. Oh, the hate, the jealousy. I am so jealous. I'm super jealous. Okay. So that's what I used to have to do. I used to have to book house sits in very inexpensive places where I knew I could afford a place to stay in a hostel or an Airbnb or whatever, or a family, right? If I had family around or whatever, or just book a house sit in places where there are always a ton of house sits. London is number one. Like London has got to be the easiest place in the world to house sit, and then some parts of Australia as well. But things have changed. Our friends at Trusted House Sitters now have our backs. Okay, so Trusted House Sitters has changed their tiered membership pricing so that you can purchase a premium membership that gives you um, reimbursement for having to pay for your own accommodation if a house sit gets canceled. They are now giving sitters and clients house sitting they call it sit cancellation insurance. House sitters and house sitting clients. So if you book a house sit and then that client tests positive for COVID and can't go on their trip, you get paid. It's up to 150 US dollars per day. So that changes the game. That means I could house sit in Switzerland because if that house sit gets canceled, they're going to pay me 150 up to 150 US dollars per day to cover my accommodation, right? Also, the client gets that same coverage so that if they have to now pay for boarding their pet, say, if I can't get there and I cancel on them as the sitter, and they have to pay to board their pet, or they have to pay someone to come and look after their pet while they're gone or take care of things while they're gone. They now also get 150 US dollars per day. There is a day maximum, so 10 days per house sit, 30 days per year. That's my understanding. This is very new. My membership hasn't even switched over to this yet. That's how new it is, but this is a wonderful option. So instead of the 129 basic house sitting tier, you can purchase a premium membership for 200. I would share my screen, but the internet's not going to let me. $259 for the premium membership. This changes things for people who want to house sit internationally. If you're talking about house sitting for the first year just locally, then it's probably not worth it for that membership. But if you're talking about house sitting internationally, worth it. I think. I'm excited about this. Okay. You guys are telling me, thanks, Monique. The buffering is not too bad. Okay. I'm a skilled professional, Monique. Very kind words. Very kind words. Thank you. Okay. Okay, good. Case Corner. I had my first episode day house sit in US. What's an episode day? I had my first episode day house sit in the US, want to venture out internationally. Yeah, I think that this new membership is wonderful for people who want to go international. Yeah, it's going to, or even like locally, like San Francisco, even if I was in Delaware, that's not locally. What's locally? Like if I was in Delaware and I booked a house sit in Washington, D.C., it means that I could still go and, enjoy my time in Washington, D.C. and not be super, not be super bummed about having to cancel or rebook. Okay, so that's really good news about Trusted House Sitters. If you've been on the fence about it for that reason, because you're super nervous about getting stuck abroad, I think it's go time. It's go time because that new membership is awesome and because house sitting is back, baby. People are traveling again. House sits are back. I have seen 2 beautiful Hawaii house sits this week. I have seen someplace I wanted to go. It wasn't Turkey. There was someplace I wanted to go that had a really pretty house sit this week. I have not been vaccinated and I got to get home and I got to do some stuff. So I didn't even bother to apply. I've seen some awesome house sits around what I think is around Atlanta. I think Alpharetta is close and another place around Atlanta, some beautiful homes. So if you just want to go stay in somebody's house and chill for a while, yeah, so house sitting is back, local and international. Now, people will still be a little more cautious about booking you if you're not already in their country. But that's why you've got to get some 5-star reviews that tell people that you are reliable, right? You can trust her. She told me she was going to be here. She was here. Okay. All right. I'm super dried out, but I have a reason for that. Let me tell y'all another story. Last night, I had a one-on-one call from it's supposed to be 6:30 to 7. If you've done a one-on-one call with me, you know I was not done at 7. But I had a one-on-one call yesterday, and afterwards, got myself out the door to go eat dinner. I'm walking down the street with my phone in my hand, looking at the map to know where I'm going for dinner, and I see a woman standing in a doorway. I look up to say Buenas tardes to her, good afternoon, and she's black. And so I just did the double take and I get ready to say, hey, and she says, Stephanie? She was a member of Exodus Summit, an Exodus Summit Facebook group member, Lalonda, heard the wonderful words that Rashida had to say about San Miguel de Allende during Exodus Summit. And she did some Googles and she decided that she wanted to see San Miguel de Allende for herself. Good morning, Rashida. So she's just here chilling. So we had dinner last night. She treated me to dinner and drinks. And when I say drinks, I mean drinks. And I woke up this morning feeling super dried out. You know how it is. I'm super dried out today. I always have to drink a lot of water anyway when I talk. But today I got water and I got some lemonade. Rashida and I did a quick video on the Exodus Summit, in the Exodus Summit group, talking about our favorite our favorite little things about Mexico. And this is one of my favorites because I just love that everything is lime instead of lemon, even though they use the word limon for both, right? But everything is lime, and you know, I love, I enjoy it. I enjoy that lime is everywhere and everything is, do you want it natural or do you want it mineral? Do you want it sparkling or do you want it still? I pick mineral most of the time because I'm fancy. Okay, back on track. Patients, ask me about your concerns. If you want to talk on here, ask your questions here. If you want to talk to me one-on-one, I do one-on-one calls. I like to talk. The concerns can be answered. Don't leave it up in the air. Don't leave it up in the air. When I tell you house sitting is a genius travel hack, I mean it. I mean it. Yeah. Okay. Let me get to some questions. Case Corner, do I cover my flights? Yes. You cover your own transportation. You do. You get yourself to the house sit. What you're getting is free accommodation. Okay. Very rarely are you getting paid to house sit. If you book through Trusted House Sitters, you are not getting paid to house sit. Okay. You're getting free accommodation. And maybe some snacks. They might give you some snacks or stock the fridge or something. but you're getting free accommodation. You get yourself to the house sit, you feed yourself while you're there. That's all I do. What else? I'm thinking they're like, you're responsible for these things. I'm like, all I do is eat, get there and eat. So yes, so you're responsible for all of that. The only way that I get paid to house sit is if I book through word of mouth. Okay. When I book through Trusted House Sitters, unpaid. When I book through word of mouth, I do charge for those sometimes. Sometimes I don't. If I don't feel like it, I don't charge. If it's an easy house sit, I don't charge. Sometimes I don't charge and they still pay me. Thanks. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. I'm in my hotel. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm at Vicarious. I lost my light. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm in a hotel with a really pretty courtyard, but my room is kind of old looking and not fancy. The door backs out to the courtyard. I don't know how much you can see. You can't see it. The door backs out to the courtyard, um, but it's not private. So I have to wear a mask out there. So I can't record from out there. It would be prettier, but I can't do it. My light is failing me. All the technology is out to get me, y'all. The tech won't let me live. They won't let us be together. Let's see. I think I can fix this. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so maybe I can plug this in here. I don't know. Okay, so between the light and the buffering, I don't know what's happening here. Okay, whatever. This screen is just going to look really bad. Okay, we don't have enough light. The screen is going to look bad. It's okay. Between the bad internet. But good news, today I get on a bus and I go to Lake Chapala, Mexico for my house sit that I have been doing twice a year lately. So good internet. I know that. I know once I get there, I will have good internet. I leave there. I get there today and I leave there May 20th or 21st. So if anybody's coming in or through Lake Chapala, holler at me. As you see, I like drinks. All right. It is super cool to run into people. It's super cool to run into people that, but it's also like just super cool to just meet people. It's so easy to meet people when you're traveling. It's so easy to meet new friends. You have two people in your profile picture, Monique. So I'm going to assume that you don't travel solo. But if you do, it's really easy to meet people when you travel solo, like me. If you're not traveling solo, still really easy to meet people when you're out. When you're in a new place and we're like, oh, there's somebody like me. It's really a fun experience. So we've talked about the change in Trusted House Sitters pricing, which means that you can get some extra reimbursement for canceled house sits. If you're a house sitter or a house sitting client, this is good news, okay? This is good news for you pet owners who want to go somewhere and are nervous about bringing in a house sitter for the first time. You're already insured. Your home is already insured through Trusted House Sitters. I'm pretty sure even with the basic membership, you have some protections, some insurance. I don't remember if it's $100,000 or something like that. So you've got insurance for that, but now you're also insured in case you have to now pay someone because the free house sitter has canceled on you. So that's wonderful. Oh, super chat. Okay. Thank you, Justice. Hello. Let me see. Let me get that on my screen. Hey, girl. Hey. Okay. I do know who the next one is, but I don't have a way. So what I've been doing lately is super chat money on this channel. We've been giving to a Black woman creator of some sort, a Black woman creator. In February, we gave $700 and something to a baker in Columbus, Ohio, to help equip her new bakery. And in March, we gave the 588 to Farmer C, a Black woman farmer in North Carolina. That was March and April. I think I said that wrong. That was March and then April. Okay. Now here we are in May. We are giving our money to Womanist Working Collective, which is a collective of Black women creators who are creating a sanctuary space or a sabbatical space out of the founder's home in New Orleans. Okay, so I'm gonna have a hard time explaining this, but bear with me. So the founder, who is sometimes here on the live stream, I hope she's here this morning. If you're here, say hey. I don't want to say your name until you say it. If you don't want me to say your name, I'm not going to say your name. She's leaving her New Orleans home to go to Philadelphia for the summer. And she's going to open up her home to a Black woman who needs a sanctuary, a sabbatical for the summer. Okay? She just needs a little dough to help equip that space for the purposes of being a sanctuary. So she's already gotten someone to donate money for food. So that person will have a food stipend. I gave her some book money, so that person will have a book stipend to a Black-owned bookstore in New Orleans. And so we're going to put some money in on that. She wanted to do some basic things, right? She wants a different mattress for that person. She wants to put her mattress away and use a different mattress for the woman who's coming for that time. So we're just going to put some money in for some things, a mattress, some home decor stuff. I would like that to be our next super chat recipient. Okay, the Womanist Working Collective is the umbrella, the organization, but this is through one individual who's opening up her home. But I'm not going to say her name because I don't know if I should. I haven't really done a good job of clearing up what she wanted me to put out, because I'm not even sure if she's going to have like a separate funding campaign or if she's just, because she already got the grant for the $1,000 food money, so she may not need a separate campaign. Truth be told, I've been kind of more out of the loop than I should be on this, because I'm really excited about the project. Thank you so much, S. Hughes, for that super chat. I'm really excited about the project. I can see this being a thing nationwide. I hope she's like, look, I'm doing this and then I'm moving on to my other things. But I can see I can see us saying, hey, I'm going to be gone for these many weeks. I would like to open up my home to another sister. Let's do it. I see it moving around the country. I would love to see that. I would love to see it. So I'm really excited about it. So that's where Super Chat money is going this month. Next week, I hope to have more information. And maybe this month we can have her come and have her talk with us on the channel. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the internet, Susan, the internet. They're trying to keep us apart, but technology is trying to keep us apart, but our love is stronger than that. Okay, so that's what's that's where our Super Chat money is going this month, the month of May, which, can you believe it? Like, it's May, y'all. Okay. All right. Good. Hi, Heather. Okay. Hi, Heather. Hi, Marcella. Hello. I'm confused. Hi, Heather, and hello, Marcella. Hey, y'all. Okay. So if you have questions about house sitting, I do need to leave at 10 my time. I'm on Central Time. So we have 26 minutes left together. So ask me your questions. Okay. Okay, good. S. Hughes, my rental lease is done at the end of July, signing up for Trusted House Sitters so I can check new locations and decide where I want to live next. It's wonderful for that. Trusted House Sitters, house sitting in general is wonderful just to see places that, you want to see, right? Get to places that you want to see and check out and investigate. My first house sit internationally was to Lake Chapala, Mexico, a place I'd never heard of. I saw the listing, I saw, the pictures of a house and her property, but I didn't know anything about what the area looked like. I did a quick Google image search, and I was like, okay, I could house sit there. Now I have friends there. Now I have regular clients there. Now I go there all the time. Now I know, like, I have a grocery store there. I have a couple of coffee places that I like there. So I recommend just using house sitting to try new places, right? You can also use house sitting to try places you've already been, right? And it does not have to be a new place. But I'm telling you, it's genius. It's genius. I really do feel like a genius. Okay. Okay, good. All right. Hi, Sister Crystal. Okay, she says you can hear me clearly. Okay, that is the most important. All right. All right. Amy, are you talking about the baker? This is the pastry factory in North Market in Columbus. The pastry factory. I don't have a link to her. She's on Instagram at the pastry factory. They just had their grand opening the 17th of April. What was that, 2 weeks ago? They just had their grand opening. So it's really exciting. We had a part in that. So what some of y'all may not know about me is that when you win, I really do take credit for things. You don't ever have to you don't ever have to contact me and be like, thank you for this. You don't have to do that because I'm already taking credit for it. I count it. My mom calls it stars in her crown, right? I count it. This is one good thing for me. Let's just tick it off. Just tick it off. So I am so excited that we participated in this. Allison is super loved in the Columbus, Ohio community. She's super loved. If she had a GoFundMe campaign, and you could tell from that campaign that she was loved and supported, not just by us, by the community in as a whole. She's been out here baking delicious stuff for years and years. But I am so proud to have been a part of that. I'm so glad that we took part in that. You know, I don't know what $700 gets you in bakery equipment, but we did it. And I feel great about it. So thank you for that. Thank you. And thank you, Joan. Hi, Joan. Okay, thanks, guys. I see some super chats coming in. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I'm looking at two different things at once. Hi, Joan. Joan was one of my friends from Lake Chapala. Joan is my first friend from Lake Chapala. She's not there anymore, but she was my first friend in Lake Chapala. She hollered at me on the internet for all the bad rap that the internet gets, and deservedly so, and social media gets. It also just brings people together. It just connects you. I love it. I'm so glad to be on the internet. I'm so glad to be a person who does things on the internet to meet other new people. And just like on this channel, we get every now and then, we get some people coming on here saying things and leaving comments that we don't that we did not invite, but 100-fold, 100 times over, 1,000 times over, 1,000,000 times over, we get good, right? We get the good stuff, the good love and the good support, and the good friendship. So I'm glad to be here. I love it. So thank you, Joan, for that super chat. Thank you. Ready to travel. Thank you for that super chat. Thanks so much. I'll give you guys, I always give an update. Oh, actually, I was supposed to give an update on the channel on April 30th about Pharmacy, and I forgot, but I'll do that. But this is me giving the update on the channel for Pharmacy. We sent $588 via Cash App. So I'll give us an update on the 31st of May, so we'll know how much money we contributed to that sanctuary space in New Orleans. And also we'll find out who's going to get to partake in that awesome retreat space. Thanks so much for that super chat, Karen. I appreciate it. Thank you. And stick around so that you'll find out what comes of it. Find out what's what. Stick around. Thanks for the super chat, Alicia. You are amazing. Thank you. You are amazing. I use a third-party app called Ecamm Live, so I can't see your emojis, and it just describes them to me. I think that's adorable. Thanks so much for that super chat, Simona. Thank you so much. I'm excited to see this sanctuary space come together and to see the person, to meet, to find out who's going to enjoy it. I'm excited about that. It's New Orleans in the summertime, so she's going to need to be indoors. She's going to need to be in the space, so we want to help make the space as comfortable as we can. Janelle, thank you so much for that super chat. Thank you. Janelle and Junquette. So last week, Junquette, or if you hear Junquette, last week I said you contributed twice. I actually went back and watched the video again, even though it was 2.5 hours, and you did not contribute twice. It was, I think, Janelle and Junquette, and I got you both confused. I'm sorry about that. So I hope I didn't alarm you when I said I saw your super chat 2 times. I don't think it was 2 times. It was just once. Thanks for that super chat, AZ. I think it's such a wonderful idea, and I think it's going to spread. Y'all know I believe I can see the future. I think that is the future of sabbaticals. I think the short term sabbatical will have a domino effect. By short term, I just mean like not a year. If you're gone for a year, and you're probably not going to have your home waiting for someone. But if you're leaving for 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 12 weeks, you're not going to put somebody else in your house to rent it. Or maybe, you know but maybe what you'll do is open it up to someone else. You're going to take your sabbatical and you're going to pay it forward by opening your space to somebody else. I see it. I see that. I'm excited for it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how this goes, and we'll talk about some ways to make it happen if other women are interested in doing it themselves. I think this is something that she got grant money because she's a grant like she knows how to write grants. Runs the Womanist Working Collective. She knows how to write grants, so she got the grant money. But I think that there are ways to get the money to do it. If this is something that you would consider doing, there are ways to get it, whether it's crowdsourcing or getting some corporate partners. Some of y'all have some connections. Thanks so much, Ms. Honeybee One. What an amazing gift for Black women. Yes, Black women empowerment. Yes, girl. All right. Thanks so much, Joan. Joan says safe travel. Thank you. I don't leave until 2 p.m., but I have to check out of my hotel at 11 a.m. Thanks so much. Orletta, thank you for that super chat. I love that idea. I love that idea. I love it. When she emailed me about it, I wanted to break out crying. I don't know why I didn't cry, because I will cry in a heartbeat. I will, but I didn't cry. But I felt like it. I felt like it. All right. Okay, Heather. Yeah, check out Trusted House Sitters. Get your new house sitter toolkit. housesit.vicarious.com/toolkit. It's a long link. I'm sorry. Get your new house sitter toolkit. There's the link to Trusted House Sitters, like I said. There's that pitch letter that you're going to email people. There's some things that you want to use just to be more comfortable when you house sit. Look around at the site and see what's out there, right? See what house sits are out there, and see what you would want to do, right? Are there the types of house sits that you think are interesting? If you're not seeing what you want, then it may not work for you. Oh, I just saw, that's where it was, Da Nang, Vietnam. I saw a really cute house sit in Vietnam just today on the site. So look around and see what you see. See if anything looks interesting to you, and then get on the site. Get on Trusted House Sitters. Thanks, Nima Roman. Thank you, Nima Roman. Thanks for that super chat. Kim. Okay, Kim in St. Martin. My Cash App, I do know it now. $. But let me double check. Before another Stephanie starts getting my dough. Let me double check that, actually. Yeah, S Perry 302. Okay. My Cash App is $S Perry 302. 302 because I rep the first state, Delaware. I stick 302 in a lot of things, even though I don't really want to stay in Delaware very long. But I do love Delaware. I did see it when I did see someone scrolling through. If you're here and you're from Delaware, say hey. All right. Yes. So AZ, Cash App is better. Cash App, no fee, right? YouTube, 40%. I think YouTube takes 40% of the super chat. Okay. So understand that. YouTube takes 40% of the super chat. And then I usually put some of that back in, right? So for Pharmacy, YouTube took 40%, and then I put some of that back in myself. But it's just convenient. You're right here. You don't have to get off of the site and do stuff, right? It's more convenient, but there's a hefty fee for Cash App. For Super Chat, but not for Cash App. Thanks, Pamela. Thanks, Pam McCullough. I took Pam McCullough and made it Pamela. All right. Thank you very much for that Super Chat. All right. Amy found the bakery. Good. It's good stuff. I'm telling you, Amy. It's good stuff. I've known Allison for not my whole life, but I've known her since high school. She was my high school friend. I've known her since high school. Yeah, she is, like I said, she is loved and supported. She is a baker. If nobody else can bake, Allison can bake. Bed bugs. Joanne, have I ran into bed bugs? Um, I don't have it with me. So I used to stay in hostels. In 2015, I quit my job to travel for a year on savings, and I needed to travel on $40 a day or less. So I stayed in a lot of hostels, and I would read reviews, and I took this like a sleep sack. I don't know what to call it. It was not a sleeping bag, but it's very thin. And it's made out of like, I don't know, silk or fake silk, polyester maybe, but very thin that you slip into the bed so that you and your clothes are not touching the bed. Okay. Now, that being said, because I was prepared for bed bugs, because I was going to be staying in hostels and, that being said, I have not experienced bed bugs. The only time I ever, the only experience I ever had with bed bugs was when I bought a decorative pillow from Target one time and put it on my sofa. Oh my gosh, that was the worst experience. I bought the pillow from Target, didn't wash it, didn't do anything to it. A little decorative silk, two little silk, like turquoise-ish colored. Oh, that was the worst. But as a house sitter, as a traveler, no. You get lots of reviews, right? So I don't book people who don't have reviews, not for Airbnb, not for house sitting, not for hostels. Read the reviews, look at the most recent reviews, find out what's up. Yeah, I know I'm buffering. I'm in San Miguel de Allende. I've had a hard time going live here. I've been in a hotel and a house sit, and I've had two, you know, internet's not the best. But this is the best I can do. This is the best I can do. I'm using my Sky Roam. I've switched from the hotel Wi-Fi to my Sky Roam, but it's not that much better. Oh, what's happening? Did I miss something? Okay, so to contribute to her directly, I'm going to have to give you that to y'all next week. I'm sorry. I told y'all I'm only partially prepared because I have not been in touch. I was supposed to be in touch with her this week to get that exact info, and I didn't do it. And time ran by me. So I'm sorry. I don't have that. But I will next week, okay? To give to her directly, I will have that next week, okay? Just like with Pharmacy, I gave you the link to her Patreon page, and with Allison, I gave you the link to her thing, GoFundMe, so that you can give the money directly. No YouTube fees, no waiting on me to send it. Also, when you give to these people directly, you will be able to, they may add you to their email newsletter so you can get updated. Because Pharmacy has been updating us lately. If you didn't add yourself onto her newsletter, or if you don't follow her on YouTube or on Instagram, you haven't been getting her updates. Let me see. I have her YouTube channel. It's just Pharmacy, I think, or something. But Green Heifer Farms on Instagram. On Instagram, she's Green Heifer Farms. Okay, so that's her YouTube channel, Pharmacy, CEE. And on Instagram, she's Green Heifer Farms. The, one of the benefits of giving to them directly is that you get updated on things. You can say, hey, add me to your newsletter, and you get added to the newsletter. Because I've gotten her updates. All right. I see it, Kimmy.